mean, if they want to give us the ball right from the offset, I'm quite happy to have that happen as Kingsley Coman's going to score. But right there, that looked odds on that was going to be our second goal. Good defending in the end stops us as Coman's delivery from the short corner gets Orsic up. And it's 2-0 Everton, and it's a fantastic header. Mason Mount turns away from his man and maybe continues. It's gone all the way through, and Richarlison is going to get on hand. It's Everton 3, Atletico 0. Game, set, and match if it wasn't already done. Lamar into a really good area. That's a nice ball as well. And Julian Brandt will pull Atletico back into the game with a consolation goal at best. And there we go then, full time here. It's 3-1. We get ourselves a victory, which is going to move us on to 7 points now in our group stage. Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another Career Mode episode today. I hope you're all doing well. Today we've got the month of November for you to sit back, relax and enjoy. Some really tough games in here as well. We've got an away fixture to kickstart today up against Chelsea, as we will be simming this Atletico game here. We've then got a home fixture against Leicester, which will be our second sim of the episode, before we take on Shakhtar, Manchester City and Tottenham in the quarterfinals of the Karabao Cup. So lots to look forward to today, and as we begin this episode as well, there is now only, I think, 17 days to FIFA 20 early access. So it's getting here pretty quickly, more quickly than I expected really. So yeah, going to be trying smashing out this series a bit more to make sure we get it all done and dusted ahead of FIFA 20 dropping for you all. But without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into our sim game to begin the episode off with. Now, of course, with the Champions League group the way it is, we are both, us and Monaco, sat on 7 points. Atletico just down there in third. So, at the minute, it's actually not too bad. Now, I'm going to skip through this, and we win by a goal to nil. That's, I guess, the best way of getting through that. I've just noticed as well, take a look down that bottom right, Rangers have just beaten Roma. That's quite a surprising result, of course. But for us, I'm pretty sure that means we're actually through the group now, right? I'm pretty sure. At least in second place, no matter what happens. Let me just double check that before we do go into game. Because Atletico would have had to have won that. We have only 2 games to go, I believe. Depending on the result of Monaco, that'll be at. Well, yeah, it is. So, 7 points. Atletico are adrift of us right now, and Monaco. So, as it stands, us and Monaco definitely into the knockout rounds of the Champions League. So, it's between us two to fight it out for the top seed. So, we will be doing that, of course, against them in our final game and in the game we play later on against Shakhtar. So, hopefully, we'll get that done. But nevertheless, for us then, first up for the gameplay today, Chelsea, second place. It feels like we keep playing against the team in second recently. That has actually been the case, how it has been. So, why am I having to change this? I'll just throw anybody in. So, yeah, we played West Ham when they were second. I think we played Spurs when they were second. Chelsea are now second as well. So, we've won every single game against the second team that we've had to play, or the team in second. Can we do it again with Chelsea? Let's find out. Here we go then for the first game of today. As you can see, this is the 11 that we picked for it here at Stamford Bridge. Lunin comes back in for a rare start. Of course, we've been favouring Vice recently. But I think the time that we've spent, with Lunin on the bench, maybe that's given him some time to think. And hopefully, he'll play well in this game, I should say. Patrick back in, Koeman and Richarlison in as well. Strong team. Chelsea, I'm sure, will have a pretty strong one as well at that. So, it's going to be all up for grabs here. But I do feel that, on paper, we can beat anybody in the world of football. I do believe that we have the best team in the world. I've said that before. I stand by that. So, yeah, especially with that man there. Patrick, I don't think I'm ever going to find a player quite like him in a series again. To have so much of an impact at all the teams he's been at. Usually I've had one where they've kind of made a name for themselves, then gone somewhere else and kind of dropped off a little bit. But Patrick just seems to be putting in performance no matter what team he's playing for. So we are off here from Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's front three features Lautaro Martinez, Eden Hazard and Christian Pulisic. Very, very strong front three. They're going to be there to try and make the chances happen. But immediately, it looks like we're going to get the first chance here. As João Cancelo in down the right, tries to put the cross in. Wasn't a great delivery in the end, but we still got it. Now Patrick's going to be found, and he shoots straight at Kepa. Koeman's there to try and challenge. And Kepa gets it on the second time of asking. First chance of the day goes to us. It's a Patrick shot, but he's hit it pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. He's going to have to do far better than that to beat Kepa. Orsic waits for the run to come through the middle from Richarlison. He's got it. Richarlison just there ahead of Kepa. And he can't find the back of the net. Nearly called him Kappa. Kepa there with a fantastic save. It was a little bit on the stretch for Richarlison. That's only our second real opportunity in the game. Since that first one from Patrick, which was straight at the goalkeeper, it's been a very, very midfield battle between the two sides. Patrick picking it up. Got Coman making a move. Kingsley Coman through to finish it off. Coman, oh my goodness me. The left hand from Kepa is sensational. How has this stayed out? Coman's effort, to be fair, it is actually at a height in which Kepa will be liking that. But still, the left hand save from Kepa. Just before half-time, I thought for sure that was going to be the breakthrough. Chelsea, they started off pretty well, but since then have been pretty much battered in the later stages of this first half. Kepa has just surely saved his side there from going into the breakdown. Koeman again, trying to find another shot maybe. Goes to Orsic instead. Patrick now in possession. Trying to find the little intricate ball through. Not going to find it at half-time though, 0-0. We've been the better team, but no goal to show for it. And Kepa is literally the reason why. Pulisic back in the box. Tielemans off the post and Cancelo smashes away. I'm getting flashbacks to last time we played Chelsea. You might remember it. We played against them. We largely had most of the play, and then Hazard scored late on through a mistake by us. And the minute, it's looking like they're only probably going to get one chance as well. That was a big, big moment in the game, though. It's come off the post, and we survived there. But they are in half here with a lot of pressure against us all of a sudden, and struggling to get the ball back and actually clear our lines. De Jong going to get the pass towards Tielemans. Lunin will catch it, and finally we are back in possession. That was a spell of pressure that I don't really want to have against us again, because it just seemed like we could not get that ball out, as these changes that I'm going to be planning need the ball to go out of play for them to come on. Orsic, though, looking out wide towards Tierney. What a spread of play that is. Tierney brings it as well. Not the greatest first touch in the world. And the second wasn't so good either, as he plays it straight out of play. 63 minutes in, 2 changes. A midfield partnership of Lo Celso and Mason Mount both coming on as we try and find some fresh legs in midfield. Lo Celso has got the run through the middle from Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr.'s in with a shot, and Kepa's there again. Leon Bailey's just come on, by the way, but he can't quite reach the rebound. We've actually had less possession here at Stamford Bridge than Chelsea have, but I'd say we've had the better chances. Leon's crossing towards the box, deflected. Kepa will catch it. 17 minutes to play. 0-0 still here. It's got a 0-0 written all over it, but I'm going to be honest, I can also see one of the two teams maybe nicking a goal here. As Alexander-Arnold's ball through to Richarlison. Time and space. Oh, he's put it over. Richarlison. Best chance really for him all game. And we sky it. Oh, dear me. You can see my reaction, what I think of that. Finish our chances. We would have come here probably 2-0 winners or something like that, but we just haven't found that clear-cut chance that we've had and been able to finish it off. Lo Celso turning, finding the ball into, to Vinicius Jr. I thought he was going to Richarlison. No. Leon Bailey now towards Tierney. 2 minutes to play. We need a good delivery here from Kieran Tierney. Instead, he cuts inside and still got it here, the fullback, and still lifts it over. Vinicius Jr. Oh, it's happened again. Oh, how many chances do we want? How many chances do we want? That's going to be it, I think. That is going to be it. Tierney did so well as well, lifting that towards the back post. He just bought his time, and Chelsea must be counting their blessings that they're getting something from this game. What on earth is this? Seriously. Well, that's not the start to today's episode I was hoping for. A 0-0 draw at Stamford Bridge. I mean, the Chelsea fans, you can see, are clearly frustrated with that one, but they have to be happy the fact that they've even got anything out of the game, because the amount of chances we had there, we really should have come away with 3 points. 2 points dropped, in my opinion. Leicester City up next for us in the sim game. It's our second and last sim game, I should say, of today's episode. Where are they in the league right now? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll head straight into this and see what we can do. Seems like they're playing in Europe as well, because they had a game against AZ. So, yeah, they seem to be playing European football too. Let's skip. Everton 1, Leicester 1. A home sim as well. Richarlison scoring. I feel like, you know, when you're playing your strongest 11, should be relatively easily winning these home sim games, but that hasn't seemed to be the case there. So, a bit disappointed with that. Nevertheless, Shakhtar is going to be our second game that I'm going to be playing today. I think I'm going to go with a bit of a backup team for this. Maybe this one here. Purely on the basis that I know we've got Manchester City coming up next, and I want to actually win a Premier League game today. So, yeah. Who do I bring in, actually? Let's bring in Vinicius Jr. on the left for Richarlison. And then outside of that, let's leave it as it is. So De Ligt is out there. In fact, Lo Celso needs to go onto the bench in place of Alexander-Arnold. And we will have it like this. So, we're going to jump into Shakhtar. We need to really win this game if we want to get top seed. If we don't, then, it's not the end of the world. In fact, it's a home as well. I could actually sim this. There's a temptation to actually sim it. Because we could possibly get away with it. I mean, we've got a pretty busy month of December as well, to be fair. So maybe I sim this. Maybe I sim it. Because we do have a pretty... In fact, yeah, we've got a really busy month of December, which will probably mean I'm playing 5 games next episode. So let's sim this against Shakhtar. Patrick scores inside a minute. Let's skip through. 5-0 victory. Well, I didn't even need to play it by the looks of that. 5-0 winners. Where was that against Leicester a minute ago? And because of our back-to-back draws in the Premier League, actually, we're now only 6 clear in the league. So that's not exactly ideal, but... That now means then, going into that final game against Monaco, as they've only managed to draw against Atletico Madrid, we only need to draw against them and we will be getting top seed out of the Champions League group. So, of course, we'll play that next episode. Are we playing them in December? I think we are. Yeah, they're there. So, we've got West Brom, Aston Villa, Cardiff, Burnley, Southampton, Burnley again, and Cardiff again. So, like, away to Monaco will probably be our first game. Away to Villa, probably the second one. Then 2 games that I'll be simming. Then these 3. So, yeah, probably 5 games next episode for you, which will be pretty mad. But we continue today's action with Manchester City. City, who are not even in the top 6. They're down in 7th at the moment. Don't let that fool you, though, because we know they've got an incredibly good team. And I'm sure... Asensio will have a good game against us if he's still there. I can't remember if he's left or not. You can see Leroy Sané there on the left of your screen. So he is in the Manchester City 11. But for us, this is the side we've gone with. Mount's complaining about his first team football time. So I've put him back into the team today. Let's hope he has a good performance. It's a nice thing to have, isn't it? When you kind of got a player as good as Mason Mount who can't quite get himself into the team because of other players. So it's always a nice problem to have. But let's get into this one at the Etihad. Like I said, Asensio they had last time. He's probably one of the better players in their team. He was having a great season, if I remember rightly, last year. We went there, didn't we? And we were 1-0 down, fought back to win 2-1 with Ivan Herrera scoring in that game. So I think Lukaku got the winner as well. He's no longer here, Lukaku, so we can't rely on him. But yeah, I don't expect us to have too many problems when it comes to trying to find goals. Just with the amount of attacking quality that Manchester City have, can we defend against them? That's the problem. And here is that 11 then. Ederson in goal. The back 4 is not as good as I thought it was going to be, but there's a couple of really good players in there. Gnagnon and Grimaldo. De Bruyne, Gomez and Silva in midfield. Sterling, Jesus and Sane. So where's Asensio? Is he on the bench or is he not there anymore? He might... Oh, he's there. Asensio, number 9 on the bench. I mean, when you've got Jesus, Sterling and Sane and Asensio can't get in the team, what does that tell you about their attacking 3? Outside of maybe us... them, possibly Liverpool, if their 3 is still intact. I can't remember. I don't see anybody else really with the best attacking 3. In fact, if you put it to a vote, I don't think there'd be much in it between us, to be honest. But again, for us, it's the familiar faces. Leon and Junior on the wings with Patrick Cutrone in front of them. Richarlison may be a bit unlucky to not get into the team, but at the same time, he did miss quite a few chances against Chelsea. I say quite a few. That big one where he skied it comes to mind, but then... yeah, he's probably a little bit unfortunate. But anyways, Cutrone gets the nod. Let's see if he can be the man to unlock this City defence and get us going in the game. Leon Bailey, look at the run from Kieran Tierney. Tierney's cross goes towards the middle. There's the header. Oh, and it's a brilliant header as well. Patrick Cutrone is the man who's got the opening goal here from the Etihad. 12 minutes in. And it was really nicely worked. I didn't really give him too much of a shout to actually put this ball in. I saw the cross from Tierney come in and I thought there's no way we score this. But Cutrone with a brilliant header there off the inside of the post. Ederson, no chance. And we strike first in the game. And I'm glad to say that's the first goal I've scored today in terms of me actually playing. With all the chances we wasted against Chelsea. I'm also glad to say we scored our first one of the game here against Manchester City. So you can't really complain at that, can you? The one thing I will say is, though, City move the ball around so quickly when they're in possession that we have to be switched on at all times to stop them grabbing a goal. Because they really don't, I say that and they give away possession there. They don't kind of sit back and knock the ball around just for keeping possession's sake. They look to go forward with it, but they're behind here in the first 15 minutes. It's not something I think they'll be expecting to have, but they're going to have to find an answer to it now then. As again, Giovanni Lo Celso towards Alexander-Arnold. Maybe he can hit it. Took a heavy touch. Here come Manchester City in the form of Raheem Sterling. Down the right-hand side, looking to put the cross in. There it is to be delivered. Cancelo gets something on it. Not quite enough, though, but we do just about get out of our defensive area. Leon Bailey up towards Catrone. Gets there ahead of the defender. Now Mount. Not quite got there. Alexander-Arnold can't bring it to control. It's sloppy, it's scrappy, and it's all over the place. Mason Mount, though, might just nick it. He does. Vinicius Jr. with the shot, and he skies it. How scrappy was that? Jeez, 30 minutes on the clock here. Vinicius Jr. with a chance to make it 2-0. City will be shaking their heads because how on earth we managed to craft a chance there is beyond me. It was so bad. Here is Jesus finding De Bruyne. What a ball through towards Sane, and surely 1-1 it is. No offside flag to salvage as either. City 1, Everton 1. It was a nice move as well. Jesus skips past one in midfield as he picks it up deep. Plays an easy ball to De Bruyne. And this pass through is what KDB does best, as out comes Lunan, and he's megged in the process. I don't know if I can blame Lunan, really. It's a one-on-one he had to try, but maybe he could have got it down a bit quicker. And he does go through his legs, but it's a great move from Manchester City. And if only we finished that chance of Vinicius Jr., we would have still had the lead here. Not quite now, though, as Mason Mount looking to get us back on the front foot immediately off kickoff. Shot coming in from our number 9. It's going to be a corner kick. And we're looking for an instant reply here to go back in front. Vinicius Jr.'s corner in towards the middle. Ederson comes out. Punches as far as Mason Mount again. Now Giovanni Lo Celso. Lo Celso maybe from distance. Sterling blocks it in the process. It's not going to be found. Remains 1-1. De Bruyne trying to turn on the edge of the area. Not allowed to do that just yet. Jesus. Lo Celso. It's not really found as David Silva. Very, very fortunate to get inside the box there, David Silva. But when he's in this position, should he have done better? It's come from a tackle. It bounced through straight to him. I'm so annoyed at that. But he could have scored. Charlison. Vinicius Jr. gives him the run. Vinicius Jr. for the chance, and it's a goal. 2-1 Everton. City caught napping. Vinicius Jr. in all kinds of space. And with 30 minutes left in this one, we are back in front. I'd say deservedly so as well. Maybe I'm biased. I am biased, to be fair, when it's my teams. But look at this. Richarlison, acres of space for Vinicius Jr. And he fires it off the post into the back of the net. Back in front here. Manchester City 1, Everton 2. Richarlison, look at the space for Bailly as he's in. Can he find a finish? Oh, he certainly can. 3-1. I think that's game, set, and match now. Straight from kickoff. City went forward looking for a reply. They didn't find it. We won back possession, and 3 passes later, it's in the back of their net. Ederson can try his hardest to come out. No chance at all. And the player of the month for the month of October, was it? It was. Has just slotted in another goal for himself. Like I said, game, set, and match here. Jesus, though, carrying now, looking forward. Cancelo had to be wary of the pass out towards the left, towards Leroy Sané. Instead, gave him a bit too much time. And are we going to see City with another reply from kickoff then? KDB trying to make it happen. It's a foul on the edge of our area. He's going to blow for the free kick here as well. And it's in a really good area for Manchester City to maybe have a go. Leroy Sané stood over this, but he's also got Grimaldo there as well. Who is it going to be? Runs over the ball. Leroy Sané it will be. Oh, and it's an absolute screamer from Leroy Sané, who gets his second of the game. Game back on. City 2, Everton 3. What a goal from Leroy Sané. We're going to get another look at this. It was a run over the ball from Grimaldo. It's our wall. Why did it split? Sané, look at this. De Ligt and Cancelo split inside the wall. Oh my goodness me. Lunan gets a touch on it, but it's not enough. And Pep Guardiola loving life on the touchline because his side are now back in this game. Apologies, guys, but my recording software just cut out as we scored a 4th goal in the game. And it's come actually from City, who were trying to find an equaliser late on. Sané's just picked up a free kick, put the ball into the box. We cleared it twice. And then Vinicius Jr. broke away. And watch how unlucky this is, by the way, from Manchester City. That player there pulls up with cramp just as Vinicius Jr. is breaking through. And on the counter, initially it's blocked by Richarlison off Lo Celso's shot, but then he gets it straight back and fires in the top corner. I apologise for that. Like I said, my recording software just cut out at that last second, so I apologise. But at least we caught it. At least I got it on instant replay. But yeah, counter-attack against City, and that's pretty much going to be the last kick of this game. And it will be 4-2 to Everton. And that is going to be 3 points in the bag. What a crazy game this was here at the Etihad. full credit to City. They pushed us there to the end, but we've got ourselves the 3 points. My goodness me, that was hard to play. Nevertheless, we've come away with the victory, so happy days. All right, so for our final game of the day, we've got Spurs in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. I'm pretty sure as well, this Spurs side was the one we sold Abdoulaye Doucouré to, so he might feature against us. But nevertheless, Dele Alli on the right-hand side showcases that he's one of their better players that they've got, and he's very, very good at this point in our series. I really want to do the quadruple, and this could take us through to the semi-final, so we need to make sure we're putting in a performance here worthy of a semi-final spot. Let's do it. And Doucouré is in that Spurs 11. He does start in that midfield three of Doucouré, Casemiro, and Dele Alli. Eriksen, Morelos, and Kane as well, it seems like. In fact, yeah, so it's a midfield four, I should say, with Eriksen in front of them. Morelos and Kane up front. The back four is pretty strong as well. It's a good Spurs side. They're not disrespecting us by any means, as Doucouré leads the team talk, it seems like, on the field of play. Interesting on his return to Goodison Park. Let's get this show on the road then. A place in a Carabao Cup semi-final awaits one of these two sides. Who will that be? We will find out after this game has played out. As I wanted to make sure that I played still a relatively good side here, but I had to bring back in Alexander-Arnold because Mason Mount wasn't quite fully fit for this one. But still, it's a strong team. It was Orsic looking for a shot early on. Not going to find it, though. What a move that was as Patrick finds Richarlison. In behind, the touch is not good, though. Richarlison lets himself down with that first touch, man. The move was really nice as we broke open Spurs' back line. And if Richarlison had taken a better touch, it was surely 1-0 Everton. I mean, Richarlison's redeemed himself here by stealing possession here in this really good area, though. As Patrick's now found. Patrick! Off the bar. Koeman trying to get it on the rebound. Not going to find it. Herrera looking through to Richarlison. Not going to find that pass. Richarlison nearly steals it again, though. Patrick with a massive chance. And we've hit the crossbar. Here is Patrick. Short corner. Couple of step overs as he gets inside the area. Lifts it in towards the back post. There's the header! And 35 minutes in, Victor Lindelof is on hand to put us 1-0 in front. Just what we required. In fact, is it Lindelof? Yeah, it is. I was going to say. But Everton 1, Spurs 0 here. We had a really good chance, didn't we, early on, with Patrick hitting the bar. Didn't take that, and since then it's been quite a scrappy affair. But we've managed to find a little bit of quality. And Lindelof heads home. Spurs behind in this Carabao Cup quarter-final tie. Only 10 minutes to play until half-time as well. So, pretty nice way to get the goal, if I do say so as well. Lovely little bit of skill from Patrick on this right-hand side. Short corner, then finds the cross. You can't count out Spurs, because they are putting together some moves, which I'm struggling to defend a little bit against here. Dele Alli finding Harry Kane. Not an instant reply, please, as Harry Kane. Oh, he didn't quite get it. Eriksen in the box. Back to Kane. Kane's shot. Unusually, wide of the post. As you were for the second half for us, but for Spurs, there has been a change. Morata is on, Morelos is off. That's not the pass I was looking for, but luckily we get away with it by playing it back to Vice. And we're trying to overplay this a little bit. We might get caught in possession. AWB just about gets it back. Can't be doing stuff like that, especially against Spurs. But hang on a second, because there is a breakaway on here. It's Kingsley Coman's cross into the middle, met by Richarlison. And Everton are 2 to the good. 40 minutes left in this one. Straight as the second half gets underway. I thought we played ourselves into danger, but no. The quick fire turnaround. Everton 2, Tottenham 0. Richarlison, fantastic header. Having said that, what a cross it was from Kingsley Coman on the right-hand side. Lloris can't believe it. Shakes his head. And this is where it really came back to bite Spurs. You can see it's 3-on-3 in the middle. And it's Richarlison who meets it. You can see Ivan Herrera tries to bicycle kick it. He's nowhere even near the ball. What's he doing? He bicycle kicks the air in the end. Herrera lets it go to Patrick. Now back to Ivan Herrera, who can now run at Spurs. With only 16 minutes to play. Koeman's there for the tap-in. It's not a good enough pass across, though, from Ivan Herrera. And that should have been the goal that sunk Spurs, really. We wasted that there. Really, really did. Orsic up towards Herrera again. Lets it go to Alexander-Arnold. Lovely play. Ivan Herrera make up for it now. Oh, Herrera. I expected better from him. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really did expect better from him. But it's not meant to be. But 2-0, 10 minutes to play. That second goal really has been the insurance we needed to make sure of this, I feel. And Spurs make another change with Luke Shaw coming on. But I feel like it's too little too late for them now. Here is Herrera looking forward now towards Patrick. Lovely little ball. Alexander-Arnold's running low on steam. But he's still got enough to take it through. Alexander-Arnold to make it 3. And he does just that. With a minute to play here, that's going to be it. Everton are through to a Carabao Cup semi-final. Who awaits us? We have absolutely no idea at this point, but we will find that out very, very soon. And I've got to say, it's been a brilliant display here. Professional and dominating are the two words I'd use. But Alexander-Arnold deservingly getting a goal here as well. Even though he's played a lot of football recently, he might need a rest now because we've got a very busy month of December like we showed you. So, yeah, going to have a lot of issues, I think, with some players not being able to play because of fitness issues and whatnot. But we'll see how that one plays out. Spurs not quite good enough here, and that is going to do it. 3-0 victors from Goodison Park. Let's see who we await in our draw for this semi-final. I mean, whoever it is, I'm still very, very confident that we will get ourselves into a Carabao Cup final. But I do believe actually now, semi-final is double leg, right? I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, we have to play them twice. And I actually don't know when them games are because that could be even worse if that's in December. Can you imagine a December month with like 8 or 9 fixtures in? That would be pretty crazy. So here is our draw for the semi-finals. West Ham United will play us. Chelsea will face off against Aston Villa to decide who goes into the Carabao Cup finals. That's going to be an interesting tie, West Ham. Premier League-wise, though, as you can see, it's us topping it, undefeated after 14 league games. Our Carabao Cup opponents, West Ham United sat in 2nd, Chelsea in 3rd, Spurs in 4th. Manchester City, Man United both 8th and 9th, Liverpool down 11th. I mean, Arsenal, bottom of the Premier League. Are you... what? That's insane. I can't believe that. Nevertheless, we will be moving into the month of December next episode where we face off against Monaco. Hoping to book our spot in the knockout rounds as the first seed. A very busy month as well, which I'll see you for in the next episode. Some quite tough games, I want to say, in there, but a few games as well that we should relatively easily win. But January then, we'll see us play West Ham twice in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup with Man United in there as well. Other than that, though, my friends, that is going to be the end for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive thank you for your support on the channel as well. Really appreciate that. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you all again with another video tomorrow. Until then, have a great evening. Catch you all then. Adios.